How's it going, guys? So today I want to take a look at the leak that happened about the Moto X 2016. So the leak apparently is very similar to it's the same phone as the first leak that we saw a couple of months back, and I just saw it. I was like, this cannot be a Motorola device, just because it left a lot of the things that Motorola is known for, or at least they've been doing with the Moto X line. First of all, you got the curved back, that's missing. Then you got a metal back, which Motorola hasn't done in a while. I believe like the original Droid has some metal on the back, and the Droid X2 had some metal, but that hasn't been done in a while. They first started with the plastic and the leather and what's the other one? The wood, of course, which is the wood that I have here. So now it's all metal back. It's no longer curved. They got rid of this little thing here, which I liked because it made it easier to distinguish a Motorola phone from another phone. So if you're seeing it from the back, most of the cases and stuff would go around this. So this part you would always see no matter if the phone's covered up or not. So you could see it and be like, boom, that's a Motorola phone. But now that is like done for. So yeah, looks like, well, at least, there's Leaks is saying that this leak is real and that it is the Moto X Edition, the new one. I'm really hoping that it's not, just because it's gotten rid of a lot of things. But yeah, so those two things, and then of course you have we'll look at the picture. But before I get into it, I know a lot of you guys love to ask me what my setup is. So in this setup, we have these are the replica icons, I believe. Let me look real quick. Look and feel. Yeah. So it Retrorica. Those are the icons. The Motorola app drawer you see there, that's also part of that icon pack. Now this is Super Widget. I believe I'm using Super Beer by 3 is one of my favorites as well, but this one tried it, Super Widget, and that is actually where I got this clock widget and this search bar. And if the wallpaper as well is also from this, so you get Super Widgets and you get wallpaper. So it's actually pretty cool. I think it looks really good. So that's what they are. So let's look. First, let's look at this picture. So what's interesting about this picture, well, let's back up a little bit. Let's hate on this real quick, just in case this is a Moto X. Oh man. Anyways, what's good about it is that I can see the sensors, so Moto display will still be here, so that's good. That's a plus. This, no, like, this shouldn't be in the front. I don't need a fingerprint sensor, but if you're gonna have one right here, like right there. Just put it where the dimple goes. That is like, everyone's been saying that, so it doesn't make any sense as to why the fingerprint sensor is up here instead of there. Look how big that chin is. So this is one of the reasons why I think this is more like a Droid Turbo, just because the Droid Turbo 2 also has like a long chin at the bottom, things like that. And what's going on back here? This is the only one that looks like this. As you can see, you have the speaker holes here, and then you have something in the middle. Not really sure what that is, but it's there. On the other one, it's not there. And also, if you zoom in here, I don't know if you can see it. You got the flash right here, but then you have these two little sensors here. I'm not sure if it's laser autofocus or anything like that, but there's two of them. The Moto G 4th gen, the leak for that also has that as well. We still got the front-facing flash, so that's good. And let's look at this one real quick. So this one's the one that's like making me hope that it's a Droid Turbo. This one makes it hard to see the flash here. And also, as you can see here, if you look at the speakers, that thing in the middle is not there on this one. So maybe it's a customizable thing, maybe something that you could have. And this design's kind of cool. And maybe I like that they would probably go towards, something that's somebody would see from far away, just be like, whoa, that's cool. Most people are gonna think it's a case. Most people think this is a case, but whatever. But you have the Droid Turbo, you have the Verizon logo. So this is, with this picture, I'm really hoping that this is actually a Droid and not a Moto X Edition. And then of course you have this one here. This one shows you the sides, and look at that camera bump. Like, what? No, Motorola has not been doing camera bumps. No, we've been having the curved phones, so this phone's thicker than most phones, which people like to complain, oh, it's a thick phone. Like, wow, it's just thickness, bro. Thicker the better, right? Anyways, So yeah, we've been thick, thicker than most phones, but that means camera hub. Even Samsung got it right this year. There's like barely any camera hub. Camera hubs mean like the phone drops, there's a good chance you're gonna break it, and you know, not only it's a camera hub, but it's a pretty big one. And I can see people, calling it a Moto 360 because it looks like it has a flat tire and everything. Honestly, from the back, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think it's an ugly phone. Maybe because I don't really care for it too much at the moment. When it comes to a Droid phone, I'm not too big on the design. It's whatever. It's a Verizon. Verizon's sucking lately. I mean, Verizon's just, I don't know. They need to get their stuff together. But I'm really hoping that it is a Droid phone because I love what Motorola has been doing. I love my Moto X Pure Edition. I've used around like 5 phones this year, and this is definitely my favorite. This is my favorite phone of all time, just period. You're getting a big screen. You're getting good battery life. You're getting a lot of front-facing speakers, a good camera. It's a really good camera. Not very good in low light, but I rarely take low light pictures. But that's just me. I love the front-facing flash. What I would like to see in the Moto X, a new one, is they should keep the design very similar to this one. Even if it does look that different, like look at Samsung, HTC, all of them, have upgraded their phones to where they didn't change much. So I don't believe a drastic change is needed. So what I would want is an 8 megapixel front camera with OIS, because OIS is pretty awesome. Keep the front facing flash. I believe companies do need to focus more on the front facing camera just because people take selfies more than anything. Everyone's taking selfies now. Your grandmother's probably taking selfies. I know my grandmother's on her way to getting a smartphone soon. Anyways, I would want that. So an 8 megapixel camera on the front with OIS, which would be nice. OIS on the back as well. And if they stay at 21 megapixel, that's fine. Because I do love the extra pixels. Like when I take pictures and I zoom in and I can keep that quality, I love that. So if they want to keep the 21 megapixel, that's fine. If they want to go down to 16 or 13, that's fine too. Just as long as they improve what they've been slacking on still, which is the low light photography, which everyone seems to care about. Everyone's a photographer nowadays, and they want their phone to take good low light pictures. I'm like, okay, but yeah, this I want to keep. I like this, and put the fingerprint sensor on the back. That's what makes the most sense. And of course, USB Type-C will be good, and of course, one quick charge 3.0. If Motorola wants to, amp it up just a little bit, just to, have the fastest charging phone again, feel free. An AMOLED display. Now, I don't mind the LCD display. It's nice and bright, and it looks good until you kind of compare it to an AMOLED display. Then it doesn't look as good. So, an AMOLED display, and of course, the shatterproof display of the Drawer Turbo 2 might make it a little bit wider, but honestly, I will take that. Hopefully, by now, they've figured out a way to slim it down, because if they could get a shatterproof display in this size right here, I mean, look at this one. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Yeah, you can't look at this and tell me it's not beautiful. It fits right in the hand, has awesome features. Of course, all the features that they have now, I want them to keep it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful phone. It's a phone made for you, by you. And that is what Motorola has been doing for so long. And I really hope that Lenovo doesn't mess it up now. June 9th, I'm waiting for that date. And I believe May 17th or something. That's when the Moto G is going to be announced. But June 9th is when the Moto X is going to be announced. I cannot wait. Lenovo, do not mess this up. Motorola has been working hard. They've been putting in their energy and everything into creating a phone. They went back to the drawing board and started fresh. And they ask us so many questions. Motorola does ask what we want. They ask us a lot of questions. And Lenovo, I want you to keep doing that. I want you to keep questioning us. I want you to keep asking us. We're going to give you feedback. And we love Motorola. They have done so much for us. I mean, if you're talking about a company for the people aside from Google, it's Motorola. They're driving things. Look at the unlocked market. It has doubled in the past year, and Motorola was one of the ones to get the biggest jump in market share when it comes to unlocked phones, because they know what the people want. They want a good phone that's a good price, that's unlocked. They want freedom, and that's what Motorola has been giving us so far. And I love it. And if you're watching this, you probably love it too. So let me know what you think. Do you like the new design? Do you think it's real? I'm hoping it isn't, but that's just me. I don't think it's ugly. It's honestly, it's more of the same. It's more of what everyone else is doing, and Motorola has not done that. Like they did that back in the Droid, I say Razer days, when they're going for like thinness and all that. But now they've been on their own lane. They've been like the innovators. If you can look at other people, a lot of people are looking at what Motorola does. They don't do everything they do, but they do. Like look at the always on displays that happened last year or this year actually, with the LG G5 and Samsung Galaxy S7. They're crappy, but they implemented it. Of course, they didn't do it as good as Motorola, and still all their features are awesome. So let me know what you guys think about the new pictures. Do you like the phone? Are you crying right now? Are you ready to jump ship to Nexus? If Lenovo does mess it up, I would have no choice but to go Nexus. And I don't mind Nexus. I love the Nexus. Not the 6P just because it's too tall or whatever. Coming from this phone, it's hard. If they mess it up, I might just keep this phone for another year and just pray to God that Lenovo fixes, gets their stuff right. But yeah, I love this phone. I'll see you guys on the next one.